Hey guys, I'm Clara and I like reading books, and I've been studying abroad this semester, which meant I bought a decent amount of books, but also it's very limited on the books I can buy. So today I wanted to go book shopping. I have Barnes gift cards and there's of course other bookstores that I want to go to. So that's what today's video is. My first stop today is Mackay's, which is my favorite used bookstore. And so I'm so excited to go in and just shop. So, well, I'm actually like I haven't done it already. I forgot to start the vlog, so I've already done that. I'll insert some clips here of that. And then I'll do a haul of all that I've got at the end of this video. So my next stop is Barnes & Noble, and then I'll do a haul at the end. And then I'll also insert my haul of all the books I bought from study abroad. So we'll do that. Okay, I'm back at home, obviously. So it's time to do my haul. I have bought 6 books because I can, and some were used, and I had gift cards. It works. Okay, so I'll do my books from Mackay's first. So I went to the romance section, and then I immediately saw Unsteady, which I've read and I really liked. I've read all of these books except for one. Let me preface. I read so many books on my Kindle and online, especially this semester, is that I've read books but I can't buy them because I was in a different place. So we have Unsteady by Peyton, Corinne. I enjoyed it. It's a hockey romance, but it's kind of on the lines of Binding 13. It has like similar-ish plot lines, not as dark as that, but if you liked Binding 13, you might like this. The next book I got was Terms and Conditions by Lauren Asher, because I own the other 2 books in the series, and I saw this and I was like, I can finish my series because I've read them all. But this is a billionaire romance. Basically, they run a pseudo Disneyland type of thing. So then I saw The Wall of Winnipeg and Me, and I really like Mariana's Zapata books, and I don't own any yet because I really want these covers as they're coming out, like her new covers, because I want them all to match. So I'd been kind of waiting, and then I saw this and I was like, perfect. And I've liked them all, so yay. Now let's move on to my Barnes & Noble purchases. I bought Beg, Borrow, or Steal by Sarah Adams, which is a part of her Win and Rome series. And I've read this one, obviously, like I said, I've read all of these. And she's a writer, well, both of the main characters are elementary school teachers, and both are writers, but they don't know each other are writers for a bit there. Well, Jack knows Emily is a writer, but she doesn't know that he is. Anyway, it's cute. It's enemies to lovers-ish, and it's fun. I love Sarah Adams books. This is my only one of hers I don't have signed because I went to a signing last year with her. So whenever she comes back to Tennessee, I will be getting this and whatever her next book signed, hopefully. So then I bought Quicksilver by Callie, Hart, because my original plan was to buy the UK hardback just because I liked their inner dust jacket of their original print, but I couldn't find that. I saw it once and then I didn't buy it because I hadn't read the book yet and I wanted to read the book before I bought it. So anyway, but since I didn't find that and it's the same cover in the US and the UK, I was like, I'll just wait till the US to get it. And I kind of wanted the paperbacks. I love reading paperbacks more, I think. So I'll just get the series in paperbacks as they're coming out, basically. And then the last book that I purchased is the one that I have not read yet, and that is The Great Big Beautiful Life by Emily Henry. And I'm really excited to read this. I've liked all her other books. As you can see, they're all up there. And I want to read it. I wanted to own it. Oh, I'm so excited. I feel like The Last Great American Dynasty is what it's based off of, kind of. It's similar vibes as that, and I love that song, especially when that album first came out. Loved it, and I feel like it's such an interesting premise. I'm getting the vibes of it's less romance and more literary fiction, but I really like Emily Henry, so I'm excited. Well, that's it for my current day book haul. But I'm gonna jump you back in time and insert the book haul I did right when I got back from abroad of all the books I bought while in abroad. So I'll insert that here. Hey guys, it's me Clara. As you can see, I'm no longer in my room in London. And this video is going to be my book haul of all the books that I bought while in study abroad. Which is quite a few. It is 16 books in total. But like 5 of them were for school, so only 11 were my, not impulse purchases, but like purchases in general. So, you know, I'll take it. It's fine. So the first books I'm gonna go through the ones that I did get for school, just because they're one of the first ones I bought, and I didn't choose to purchase them. I was told to, so I did. So that's what we're gonna do first. The first book was Dracula by Bram Stoker. Really excited that I was really excited to read this, and I'm glad that I did. I liked it a lot, and you know, it's a classic. It's a London classic, and like, that's the vibe. I don't even know what to say anymore. I'm tired. This was a really good read, and I read all these books were for my Gothic literature class, and this is the London Gothic right here. So, read that. I also read The Great God Pan, or just like the short story, because it's like The Great God Pan and other short stories by Arthur Machen. So, Lolly Willowes is the next book, and this is more of a feminist Gothic literature from more contemporary setting. Still like 1900, early 1900s probably, so still more of a classic than whatever. Anyway, and then the last book I bought for that class was The Icarus Girl, which is a YA novel written in 2005, but it's got the Gothic elements in it. It deals with a lot about racism and so on. So those are the books I bought for my Gothic literature class. Time to go through the rest of the books that I purchased. So I'm going to do it kind of in the order that I purchased them, if I can remember correctly. The first book that I purchased was one that I definitely knew I wanted to buy, because I wanted a UK edition of this, and that is Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. I love the UK editions. I always have, and I'm so happy that I have it. It's so pretty and gorgeous, and Harry Potter is definitely a high point of my childhood, so got that. Okay, so the next book that I purchased, because I love the UK editions of these, and I haven't read it, and I really wanted to, so I purchased The Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss, and it is a fantasy book, as you can kind of tell just from how it looks, but I'm not even sure what it's about, and I don't really care. I've heard such great things about it, and I wanted to read it, but it's so expensive buying this in the US, but in the UK, only $10.99 in pounds, which is more dollars, but whatever. And then the last book, those last 3 books, these are the books that I knew I wanted to buy in the UK, and so I just did it like first off, because I was like, I want to make sure I have it. And one of those is I wanted to complete my editions of the Mistborn series in the UK paperbacks, because I have all the rest of them in the UK paperbacks, and I wanted to finish it off and get the last book, so I did that. When I was in Disneyland Paris, they had some of the fairy tales in French, so I got Beauty and the Beast, and it has like gorgeous pictures, and that was the thing I wanted, and so I did, and that's my main souvenir from Disneyland Paris is this, and I thought it was gorgeous, and yeah. So one of my stores that was caused me to buy books was The Works, which is a discount shop, but they sell discounted books, and they sell new books discounted. So I wasn't going to buy either of these books until I got back to the US, because I wanted it to match my other editions. However, they were so much cheaper that I was willing to. And you know, I don't regret that decision. I haven't checked to see if they match. I'll do that after this video. And you know, it's okay. If they don't, these are so cheap it doesn't really matter. So the first one I bought was Deep End by Ali Hazelwood. And I did read this, and I did enjoy it, but got it for like £5, so I was like, let's take it. And I wanted to read it. Like, I was gonna wait for it to come to me through the library, and I think it did, but like, it's so much cheaper, so I bought it. The other one was Onyx Storm by Rebecca Yarros, and this was so much better. I like this one a lot more than I liked Iron Flame, but it was good. The plot really thickened, and I just enjoyed it. So did that. I haven't checked to see if this is the same size as the other ones either, so that's a light problem, I have to say. From Bath, Bath is a big place for Jane Austen, and like a lot of her characters go there and things of that nature, so they had a Jane Austen museum in Bath, and she lived near Bath, I'm pretty sure, and wrote there. So I picked up Love and Friendship because this is the only Jane Austen book that I don't have, and it's just a little edition, and they stamped it with like, let's see if you can see that. You can. So that's cute. I have no idea what it is. Satirical comedy. Who knows? I don't really care. It's Jane Austen. I've read all the other books and I like them, so that's what matters. So one of the main places I wanted to go to in Paris was Shakespeare and Company, because I read about it in other books and seen so much about it, and I really wanted to go. And so I was like, I don't know what book to buy there, but when I was there, one book that I kind of wanted to buy in the UK was A Day of Fallen Night, so I did, just because it's so much cheaper than in the US, and I want to buy it because these books are so big that it's kind of hard for me to do it through the library because I don't want to rush it. Not that it takes me 3 weeks to read this, but like, I want to not feel rushed. I want to read it when I want to read it, so I got that. And then they also stamp it at Shakespeare and Company, so I have that stamped, and I'm just, prized possession now just because of that stamp, I have to say, and where I bought it, and it's just such great memories. So, this was another one I was kind of gonna wait, but I knew it came out and I knew there was gonna be UK editions, and possibly I could find one signed just because it was a UK author, and that is A Dark Mirror, also written by Samantha Shannon, and it's just gorgeous, pretty sprayed edges, and then it is signed. And so I was like, okay, I'll buy it. You don't have to twist my arm. I'll get it. And I want to reread all the other books in this series, but I wanted to wait till I got home because I have the edited editions here, so I'm going to reread all those, and then I can read the new one. And I'm really excited to read it. Then in Edinburgh, I bought 2 books. The first one was a blind date with a book, and I didn't officially know what book it was when I read the little blurb on the outside of when it was wrapped up, but I was 90% sure it was this book, but they gave me free merch with it, and I did like this book and I wanted to own it, so. And that is Story of My Life by Lucy Score. It's all wrapped up in a bow because it came in a bow and I didn't want to lose it, so I thought it was cute. Might leave the bow on, TBH, but it's so cute. And then I also bought Babel by R.F. Kuang because I love the UK edition and I do want to read it. I haven't read any of her books yet, but I own the whole Poppy War series, and so I want to read that first, and then I will hop into Babel, and then I can read her next one. I'm excited to read this. And then the last book I purchased, I bought last week, and I told myself I wasn't going to buy any more books. However, I don't like the US covers of this book, and this one was sprayed edges and really pretty, and so I bought Our Infinite Fates by Lauren Stevens, and it has pretty pink sprayed edges, and it's just gorgeous. So yeah, that is it for my book haul. Thanks so much for watching and listening to all the books I bought and listening to how much of a problem I have. But you know, they all fit. I got them all back, and I couldn't have bought even one more book, but I'm so excited to have all the ones I have. A lot of them I haven't read yet, so I'm really excited to read them. Well, thanks for watching today's video. If you want to see more of what I'm doing, subscribe, like the video if you want to see more of these types of videos. Yeah, that's it. Thanks so much for watching. Bye, guys.